I wasn't going to watch The Conjuring because it's directed by James Wan, who did Insidious back in 2010, which also starred Patrick Wilson. Lazy casting for using Patrick again in this particular film. For a moment I thought, is this Insidious 3? Patrick Wilson's best performance is in the excellent Hard Candy back in 2005, so be sure to check that out if you haven't watched it yet. Just by noticing the advertising for The Conjuring, you know the format and you just know it's going to be predictable, so you decide to give it a miss. However, I decided to watch The Conjuring due to recommendations by my followers on Twitter. If you add together the ingredients for Poltergeist, Paranormal Activity and the Amityville Horror, you get The Conjuring. This is not intended to be a negative. This is actually a better film than Insidious, and it cost 10 million less than the recent Carrie remake, and it's better than that effort as well. You can research all you want about the real story this film is based on, and you either go with the flow or disbelieve the material you come across. Just leave your research until after viewing, so your experience isn't diluted with knowledge about the plot. The actress Vera Farmiga is really believable in her role, but the standout performance is the children's mother played by Lily Taylor. The role of the dad played by Ron Livingston is an example of good casting. I liked his look and presence in this. Is an actor to look out for in the future. Disappointingly, when the policeman is introduced and the investigative camera assistant, the film's tone almost changed into a Scooby-Doo episode. Almost. Unfortunately, James Wan's direction in his past works is nothing standout exciting, but to be balanced, he's delivered a well-paced journey with The Conjuring. He's choreographed some sweet camera work here, mainly during the tense-filled sequences that take place. I love how productions like this get the colours of the 70s period right, and you escape from reality and lose yourself because the visual detail is pitch perfect. With film directors like William Friedkin, Stanley Kubrick, John Carpenter and several current directors, you do recognise their individual style in their work. The director for The Conjuring has no distinct style, just like other nameless directors, and I find this to be frustrating, so I'm drawn to independent films and foreign productions in the hope to discover that distinct, standout film style. You can have a great script and cast, but an unimaginative director can destroy a production's potential. The Conjuring felt watered down. It could have been more disturbing. I presume this is for a wider demographic. Here in the UK it's a certificate 15. After you watch The Conjuring, you'll agree that the film would have improved with an extra scene inserted, demonstrating the children at the dinner table, and we witness one of them suddenly displaying uncharacteristic, colourful, offensive language. There are some great ideas in this visual mix which surprised me because I was expecting a wave of depression for wasting time, and I'm pleased that my time wasn't totally wasted. I enjoyed its flow and my mind never wandered. The ending is typical syrupy Hollywood, which I hated. Thankfully, the beginning scenes are fine. They're like a warm-up act preparing you for the main attraction. The creepy doll is an excellent design. I wish it was featured more in the story, and I didn't like the casting of Patrick Wilson, and the disturbing factor needed to be off the scale for it to really remain under your skin. This film would have improved if acts of violence and displays of evil resulted in one of the vulnerable dying. The Conjuring is a film where The balance is dead centre. Half of the film is great and the other half is annoying. I reviewed the film Lovely Molly, which was released in 2011, which is a darker film and actually a better experience. Dormant evil spirits that are woken by new families buying homes has been done to death now. The people behind these repetitive Hollywood conveyor belt gentle horror productions are in the business of making money, and they are not creatives. However, if they are looking for something special, they need to talk to me, especially as I've demonstrated many original ideas in my own brand of horror stories called Horror Medication. The Conjuring is a good, gentle, jump out of your sofa ride. However, I wouldn't waste your money buying it. I'm Bleeding Critic, and thanks for watching.